Hello everyone, myself Professor P.V. Shinde, Department of Soil Science and Agricultural Chemistry, KKO College of Agriculture, Nasik. Today we are going to study soil as a source of plant nutrients under the course Manures, Fertilizers and Soil Fertility Management for 5th semester. This video is only for education purpose, not for commercial. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to soil as a source of plant nutrients. Soil provide plant with essential minerals and nutrients. Essential nutrients and elements definition. Forms of nutrients in soil. Forms of nutrient elements absorbed by plants. Criteria of essential elements was established by. Let us start soil as a source of plant nutrients. This picture shows the functions of soil. Soil delivered ecosystem services that enable life on earth like water purification and soil contaminant reduction, carbon sequestration, provision of food, fiber and fuel, cultural heritage, provision of construction material, foundation for human infrastructure, source of pharmaceuticals and generic resources, flood regulation, habitat for organisms, nutrient cycling, climate regulation, and so many. Here we can see soil provide plants with essential minerals and nutrients. There are number of nutrients which required for plant for completion of their life cycle like major elements and trace elements. In major elements, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, chlorine, sulfur and magnesium, whereas trace elements like cobalt, manganese, iodine, selenium, molybdenum, copper, zinc and iron. Here we see the function of soil. Soil provide air for gaseous exchange between root and atmosphere. This picture shows the different gaseous exchange between root and atmosphere like H2O, CO2, O2. Gas exchange occurs through the stomata. CO2 is required for photosynthesis and O2 is released into the atmosphere. Root exchange gases with the air spaces in the soil, taking in O2 and releasing carbon dioxide. Soil protects plants from erosion and other destructive physical, biological and chemical activity. This picture shows how plant protect with the help of soil. Soil provide for plant protection like organic litter, topsoil, subsoil, minerals and bedrock. Soil hold water, that is moisture, and maintain adequate aeration. For plant growth, moisture as well as adequate aeration is required, which is maintained by the soil. In this picture we can see the different pore spaces, or you can say free air spaces, liquid film, compost particles are seen here. With the help of that soil particles, soil maintain moisture as well as air in equal quantity. Soil serve as a media for growth of all kind of plants. Medium for plant growth. Soil act as a medium for plant growth. It filters water. It also habitat for a variety of organisms like different earthworm and other organic material. It breaks down organic material and recycling nutrients, which is very helpful for all kind of plants. Soils modify the atmosphere by emitting and absorbing gases like carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor and dust. This two picture shows there are different gases emitting and absorbing like carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, and then different fertilizer like nitrogen, calcium takes place. Soil provide habitat for animals that live in the soil such as groundhogs and mice, to organisms such as bacteria and fungi that account for most of the living things on the earth. In this picture, soil provide, we can see the soil provide habitat for different animals that live in the soil like root nodules, nitrogen fixing bacteria, mite, nematode, then roots, protozoa, fungus, bacteria. In right hand corner we can see the surface soil, that is the characteristics of O horizon. It contained organic material. Then topsoil is the A horizon, and subsoil, that is B and C horizon, and last one is the parent material, in which soil provide habitat for different animals that live in the soil. Let us see the nutrients which are essential for growing the different plants or required for fulfill the life requirement. Then what is the essential nutrients? A mineral element is considered to be essential for plant growth and development if the element is involved in plant metabolic functions and the plant cannot complete its life cycle without the element. In short, essential elements or nutrient is, without that nutrients plant cannot complete its life cycle. In this table we can see the classification of essential nutrients or elements. There are 17 essential plant nutrients which are required for completing the life cycle. Again, that 17 nutrients are classified into two ways, like framework elements and mineral elements. What is the framework elements? The elements taken from air and water is called as framework elements. There are three framework elements: carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Second class, that is mineral elements. Mineral elements means taken mainly from soil and ionic form is called as mineral elements, and there are 14 mineral elements. Again, that mineral elements are classified into two types, macronutrients and micronutrients. This classification is done according to their requirement. Macronutrients, there are 6 macronutrients. Again, that macronutrients are classified into two types, primary nutrients and secondary nutrients. Primary nutrients are 3 and secondary nutrients are also 3. In primary nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Secondary nutrients, calcium, magnesium and sulfur. And second class in mineral elements is micronutrients. There are 8 micronutrients like zinc, copper, manganese, iron, boron, molybdenum, chlorine and nickel. This is the classification of plant nutrients according to biochemical behavior and physiological functions seems more appropriate. In one column there is the essential plant nutrients and another column biochemical functions. These nutrients are classified according to their biochemical functions. There are 4 groups. In first group, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and the major function of these 5 elements is major constituent of organic material, essential elements of atomic groups which are involved in enzymatic process and assimilation by oxidation reduction reaction. Second group, phosphorus, boron and silicon, and main function or role of these 3 elements is esterification. Esterification with native alcohol group in plants involved in energy transfer reaction. Third group, potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium, manganese and chlorine. Non-specific function establishing osmotic potentials, enzyme activation, balance of ions, controlling member permeability and electropotentials. And last one, fourth group, that contain iron, copper, zinc, molybdenum. And the function of this important nutrient, that is iron, copper, zinc, molybdenum, is present predominantly in a chelated form incorporated in prosthetic group, and this chelated form is very important with the point of nutrient releasing. Next classification is based on mobility in plant. And what is the mobile nutrient? Mobile nutrients are those when deficient in the plant move from mature tissues, that is older leaves, to the young meristem. Thus the deficiency symptoms are manifested on the older tissue. Then what is the immobile nutrient? Immobile nutrients are those which under the situation of deficiency in the soil cannot move from older to younger tissue, and hence the deficiency symptoms appear first on the younger leaves. That term is called as immobile nutrient. Here we can see which are the mobile nutrient, partly mobile nutrient and immobile nutrient. In mobile nutrient, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and magnesium. Partly mobile nutrients are iron, zinc, copper and molybdenum, whereas immobile nutrients are calcium, sulfur and boron. It is important to see the forms of nutrients available in soil. In this table indicates the essential plant elements and their symbol and primary form. First we can see non-mineral elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, mineral elements. Again in mineral elements, primary macronutrients nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, secondary macronutrients calcium, magnesium, sulfur, and micronutrients are iron, manganese, zinc, copper, boron, molybdenum, chlorine and nickel. And next column indicates the symbol of that particular elements and their primary form which is present in soil. It is very important. Here we see the forms of nutrient elements absorbed by plant. Plant absorb all essential nutrients in particular form. Here we see absorbed as a single nutrient ion. Nutrient element absorbed as a single nutrient ion like potassium, copper, magnesium, calcium, iron, manganese, zinc, chlorine, silicon, sodium, cobalt are all these elements are absorbed by plant only in single ion. Then this is the nutrient absorbed in a combined form. Which nutrients are absorbed in combined form are nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, hydrogen, molybdenum, carbon and boron. There are different or many terminology which are important related to soil as a source of plant nutrition, or we can say plant nutrition. Number one is the plant nutrition. Plant nutrition is defined as the supply and absorption of chemical compounds required for plant growth and metabolism. It is the process of absorption and utilization of essential elements for plant growth and reproduction. That process or that term is called as plant nutrition. Then what is the nutrient? Nutrient may be defined as the chemical compound or ion required by an organism. The mechanism by which the nutrients are converted to cellular material or used for energetic purpose are known as metabolic process. Then what is the functional elements? D.J. Nicholas in 1961 advanced the term functional or metabolic nutrient to include any mineral element that functions in plant metabolism whether or not its action is specific, but that element is called as functional or metabolic nutrient. Here we see the different terminologies which describe the level of nutrient element in plants. The following terms are proposed, like toxic, critical range, sufficient and deficiency. Toxic, what is the toxic? When the concentration of either essential or other elements is sufficiently high to inhibit the plant growth to a great extent is called as toxic. And what is the critical range? The nutrient concentration in the plant below which yield responsible to added nutrient occurs. Critical level or range vary among the plants and nutrients but occur somewhere in the transition between nutrient deficiency and sufficiency. Then what is the sufficiency or sufficient? The nutrient concentration range in which added nutrient will not increase yield but can increase nutrient concentration. The term luxury consumption is often used to describe nutrient absorption by the plant that does not influence yield. Is called as luxury consumption. It is very important terminology which is related to plant nutrition is deficient or we can say deficiency. When an essential element is at low concentration, that severely limits yield and produces more or less distinct deficiency symptoms is called as deficient or deficiency of nutrients. This picture shows the different deficiency symptoms on the plant leaves. For example, calcium, stunted and misshapen new leaves. Then iron, the symptoms of iron is yellow or white new leaves with green veins. Then potassium, symptoms of potassium deficiency is yellowing at tips and edges, dead or yellow patches or spots. Regarding manganese, yellow spots, elongated holes between veins. In respect of magnesium, lower leaves turn yellow from inwards. Phosphate leaves are darker than usual, loss of leaves. Carbon dioxide or carbon, white deposits, stunted growth, plants die back. An important nutrient, that is nitrogen, symptoms appear like light green upper leaves, yellow and slavale. This is the important deficiency symptoms of different essential elements. This slide shows The basic beneficial nutrients or elements. What is the beneficial nutrients or elements? Beneficial elements are the mineral elements that stimulate the growth and exhibit beneficial effect at very low concentration, or which are essential only for certain species or under specific conditions, are called as beneficial elements. And the example of beneficial elements are sodium, vanadium, cobalt and silicon. This table indicates the different elements and its major role, like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. It's provide basic structure for plant. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulfur help in tissue building elements. Potassium, magnesium, calcium and chlorine, electrolytic balance. Calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, skeletal elements. Hydrogen, oxygen, energy exchange elements. Nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, energy storage and transfer and bonding. Carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, plastic and storage elements. Iron, cobalt, manganese, copper, zinc, oxidation reduction regulators, or we can say play function is in redox reduction, oxidation reduction or redox potential regulators. Copper, iron, manganese, sulfur, it act as a catalytic element. This is the very important point, that is criteria of essentiality of elements. The criteria of essentiality put forth by Arnon and Stout in 1939. Then what are the criteria for essentiality which is put by Arnon and Stout? Number one is a plant must be unable to complete its life cycle in absence of the mineral element. The function of the element must not be replaceable by another mineral element. And third one, the element must be directed involved in plant metabolism. This is the criteria of essentiality, and those nutrient fulfill these criteria, then this nutrient is called as essential nutrients. Essentiality of elements or established by different scientists is given in table. First column is element, then next one is this element is established by scientists and in which year that nutrient is established. Here is also element and their establishment year and name of the scientist. Thank you very much.